What's good, y'all? Y'all know who it is. I'm over here with my family, the Prodigies. If y'all know how many times we already started filming this, y'all wouldn't laugh. We got to the left, my brother, the founding father. We got my sister Ronnie, we got my nephew Hank, and we got my bro Rakeem. How y'all feeling today?
Con. We good.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, like the con.
So I'm going to ask y'all a series of questions just about life, love, your opinions. Nothing's factual, what you feel. You guys feel me?
Oh, yeah.
We got different age groups and definitely different men. Each one of y'all got your own individual personalities. So, man, what is your true definition of realness as per Ballroom scene?
Alright, as far as Ballroom go, my definition of realness is just a gay man, no matter what they do, whether they can vogue, be feminine, whatever the case may be. I don't care how they carry themselves. Once they get on the floor, because it's nothing but an illusion, if they can switch that gayness off and portray the image of being a heterosexual male, that's my definition of realness. Because anybody basically can be real. You got some people that's really feminine that can switch it on and off, but they don't walk realness. You know, so some of these people out here that think that, oh, you're real 24/7. I'm real 24/7 because once I go to work, that gay stuff is not at my job. You know what I mean? Or when I'm walking down the street, it's not like I'm walking down the street and switching, or people walking by like, oh, that black faggot or whatever. No, it's not like that. So to me, that's my whole definition of a realness. If you are butch queen that can switch it off and on when you hit the runway and portray and be real, that's realness to me.
So, not to cut you before you say anything. So basically, so it's different for a femme queen, because if a femme queen's real, they're real, right?
Right.
They're portraying a woman.
Well, femme queens put a little more effort in it than
right.
guys. If you're a butch queen, you're real, you're real. It's an illusion,
right.
It's a look. You know what I mean?
Femme queen, you're real, you're not.
Yeah. Because
okay.
they have to enhance themselves.
Exactly.
Stuff, so yeah.
Okay.
It's a total big difference.
So when you hear, like, for example, when they have female figure drags versus femme queen, and the drag says no moans, do you think that's kind of like asinine, obviously?
Yeah.
Reason why I said that, a few weeks ago we was at a ball, right? And the drag was screaming no moans, but she's not supposed to be on moans. So.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Hank, state your age and name for the camera.
I'm Hank Prodigy. I'm 23.
23 years old. How long have you been out?
For about 2 years since October.
2 years?
2010.
Yeah. Okay, so you're relatively the newest one to the scene on the couch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your opinion of the ballroom scene overall, from what you see?
It's competitive. It's very competitive. It's fun for the most part. It could be funner, you know.
Funner.
Yeah, it could be funner. And
what do you mean more? What do you mean it could have more fun? What about it?
Like
you want to vote?
No, I mean like for everything to run smoothly, like, you know, just
I can see.
Like,
I can see.
Like, yeah. It'd be more fun if everything just runs smoother, you know, no problems. People just go on about their business, do their categories, have fun after their categories, continue to, you know, handle their stuff good.
Okay. Rakeem. How you doing, Rakeem?
What's up?
Rakeem, how long have you been walking balls?
On and off for about 13 years.
And your category is?
Thug realness.
Okay. Thug realness for you, what do you think is thug realness?
It's crazy that you asked that, because it's been a topic, actually, because they wanted to know what is the difference between thug realness and regular realness, because they think that there's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that I was always real, because I never been a thug. But at the same time, in my hood, I portray as a thug because...
What's your hood?
North Philly.
Okay.
North Philly. Like, in my hood is, you know, I can pretty much go anywhere
and blend in with
anybody. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of people that think that there should be a difference between thug realness and butch queen realness. Like, meaning, like, I mean...
But everybody's not a thug, though.
Right.
Right.
But...
You could be a nerd and be real, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Pretty much, but...
Why do you think that doesn't make sense?
Would be... But if you was a nerd, you'll be schoolboy. You'll be more of a schoolboy there.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that, okay, you could be an individual, right? That
or
can't,
executive. That could be executive.
No,
too.
okay, what if you're an individual that can't dress, has a job, live a normal, you know, law-abiding life? Does that make you... Now, you're not a thug.
You know.
You're not a schoolboy.
You just a regular.
You're real.
You just real, but you regular. But see, that's the difference. They wanted to know, should it be two different categories for that? Should it be a realness?
Should it?
And then it should be a thug realness. Me personally, I think no.
It's fucking illusion.
It's like
it's an illusion. It's a look.
Right.
Do you think that they? Okay.
I'm not a thug, but
and then you know what I noticed too? A difference too, because everyone has a different portrayal of what realness is in different states.
That's why.
Because when you go down, further down south, they look at us as pretty boys up here in Philly. Like the colors,
clean cut.
We too clean cut with the waves.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's too pretty boys.
Nice haircut.
You know what I'm saying? And then we rock polo.
Well, actually, to really put it in the right perspective, the way it was, technically, when we were walking realness back in the day, they did consider us to be a different kind of realness because back then the realness boys were dirty looking.
Dirty boots.
We was not dirty looking.
Dirty boots.
The Philadelphia chapter of Ebony, we were not dirty looking.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why I don't know if that's when they started, but it used to be realness, and then we were just too clean.
The more rugged you are, the realer you are. The cleaner you was, they consider you a faggot. That's how it was.
That's how they thought.
So a lot of people broke down the walls with that because I feel like I got by because I have hard features, so I just look rough. But I always was neat with my dressing. Clean Timbs, clean everything. White t-shirt, no wrinkles, that just was me. So to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own, yeah.
Okay. So what is your definition of pretty boy then? Because, there's sometimes a lot of people have different definitions of pretty boy.
Right.
Give me your definition, each of you give me your definition, and give me a celebrity you think fits in that criteria.
Pretty boy realness to me.
I don't think we could use any celebrity.
Pretty boy is a guy that wears 2 earrings in his hair.
We don't know that.
It's a look.
And he cares about
that lifestyle.
His hair, his
Shamar Moore is a pretty
waves.
boy.
But she could be a whole
It doesn't matter, buddy. He's a pretty boy. Shamar Moore is a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. If you could taking gayness out of the equation of classifying males, you would separate. It doesn't matter. But I don't care. But and Shamar Moore is a pretty boy.
I think that light skinned boys was always the pretty boy. Really.
But that's not
because light skinned guys seem like they always.
That's what the classification.
In my time, they like light skinned boys is real, like the pretty boys.
Shamar Moore gives me more masculine face than pretty boy.
I think he's a pretty
I kind of agree with you a little bit on that. When I think of pretty boy, Chris Brown to an extent.
Chris Brown,
No, I don't see Chris.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
I think of T.I.
Light skinned guys,
T.I.
especially when they got both of their ears pierced. That's pretty boy.
You don't think T.I.?
First of all y'all is really wearing me out with this because no, seriously,
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz. Pretty boys is a boy.
Right.
And if even take other guys out of the quick. First of all, niggas gonna play on a guy. Period. I don't give you light skin, dark skin or not. A pretty boy use females, heterosexual women. If a guy is walking down the street, this girl is going to turn around and be like, damn, he's pretty.
Right.
That's a pretty boy.
Yeah,
I don't care what.
Okay, so give me Ballroom. Okay, got you. I agree with that too.
Because all this
but give me Ballroom. Give me
That's what I
Ballroom
say,
pretty boy realness.
Huh?
Ballroom pretty boy realness.
Ballroom pretty
When
boy.
you're judging on a panel, what do you want to see up there? Come up to you.
First, you have to be real.
Okay, exactly.
And that's the part that they keep.
That's the key. That's the key.
The whole thing is still the category is whatever the bottom line is the realness. That should always come first.
I like to look at somebody like Ronnie just said. Just realness is the main part of the pretty boy realness part. However, a lot of pretty boys walk up there and they kind of look a little intimidating to me. They just look like something gay about them. I still need them somewhere down the line to have this masculine, like I'm going to take over. I'm aggressive. But I'm just a pretty boy.
Do you feel there should be 2 versions of pretty boys? More of a masculine.
No.
When I say to you,
I'll give what you raise.
You have ones that's happened to a few before. Where is one with baby face and masculine? When I say masculine, facial hair. Do you think
you got people like my father that he's from the older generation. Whereas though pretty boy to him, you should not have no facial hair. Me personally, I disagree. I feel like if you're pretty, you're pretty.
No matter what.
I don't care if you have facial hair or not. But I have to respect Tony. He's an icon. He helped pave the way. You know what I mean? I would never go against him, but that's just my opinion on things. You know what I mean? I'm going to use Hank for instance. When I first brought him to the house, everybody may not agree with me, but when I first put him in the house, to me, when I looked at him, even beyond me looking at him to walk sex hour, I thought he was a pretty boy.
Okay.
I just looked at him like, damn, he's pretty. That's just how I felt about it.
Okay. Question. Alright, we're going to go off that topic for a minute. I'm going to ask a very serious, controversial topic, and I want y'all to be serious, okay? Because this is a good question to ask you guys, because all of you guys in the thing are brown and dark skinned. So my question to you is, man, you're dark skinned. Do you feel it is harder to be dark skinned in the ballroom scene and in the regular world, period, no matter what? When I say this for certain categories, there's been times, for example, I put clips up, and for example, let's say someone light wins over somebody dark, and they'll say, well, only reason why they won is because everything equated with light is being pretty, and dark is not, people feel. But, you know, there's very, I mean, as y'all know, I've seen some beautiful dark-skinned babes and femme queens that have come and gotten everybody.
Right.
Do you feel it's hard to be a dark-skinned, period?
I want to say something before we have to answer that. I think, like for certain categories, I think it matters, and I think that's what ballroom need to go back to its basics. And one category mainly was face. They used to separate the light skin from the dark versus the painted,
for the brown,
and then make them battle for the cash. So pick the best one out of that category, out of your category, and that's exactly how the realness should be. Like for the thug versus, I see them still doing that, but some other category they kind of just throw everything together and then expect you really to compete against another person.
So do you think it's hard?
Unfair.
Do you think it's hard to judge somebody that is dark skin and light skin next to each other?
No, I think it really
depends on the category.
Yeah, it really depends on the category.
Because everybody already know me, and it's so weird because when I used to judge a lot of people that were dark skinned that would walk against somebody light skinned, and if I had to judge, they would automatically assume that I would pick the light skinned person. And personally, my preference for if I was dating somebody, that's totally different than me judging them at a ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it depends on the category. Like. You know, Rodney said.
Yeah, so for realness, that's where I feel as though like the light skin coming in, and for sex starting well, like I feel as though sometimes like when I like walk, I feel as though I'm at a disadvantage if I'm walking against a light skin boy because
you feel as though maybe you find him more attractive and you think you.
No, I just feel as though sometimes because lighter to me, I find light skinned people attractive. Yes, because like you get.
That's your type.
Yeah. So I feel as though when I'm walking against a light skinned person, that's just my mentality. Like, well, this light person may win over me because I'm like they lighter, I'm darker.
I used
like
to be
they
like
tattoos, you can see they like especially people with tattoos, you can see them more. Like they stand out more. So it's like, yeah. Sometimes I feel as though it's a disadvantage.
And I think it's just new to the like today, all the criteria is completely different for everything. Back then, call me an old whatever you want to be. It was more. They didn't combine everything. Like now, it's just you just come out there, and they like judging everybody, and it's like kind of like not fair. And then a lot of people don't deserve to even get through, and they keep trying to say give people a chance. This is why the scene is so messed up. And then when you are sitting on a panel, if you're fortunate enough to sit on panels, and you have to sit up here and you can't do this because of this person, you don't do this to that person because this person is known for that state, and sometimes they just not. You need to let them know.
Politics.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so man, you've been on many of judges' panels.
Many.
What do you feel about politics in the scene? Do you think it's something that's going to always be part of the scene, no matter what?
No matter what.
Why do you think that?
That's just how it is. That's how it is. You know, that's just something that we're not going to be able to change. We're going to keep it real. The world is based on politics. There's no getting around that.
No matter what it is.
I hate when people throw that up in ballroom and make it like it's an issue. It is what it is. It's politics. You just have some people that don't truly believe in it. You know, I'm not politicking with nobody.
Do you feel there's people that can navigate through the scene and be successful without being political? I'll repeat that question. Do you feel that there has been people in the scene that has been successful that has navigated without using politics or being political?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Octavia.
Me.
Man. Ashley.
Okay, we're going to ask you another question. The next question is going to be a little bit deeper.
No, reason why before you go into that, because really it's supposed to be based off of your talent first. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Today a lot of people are giving people stuff that they don't have, trying to make them get it, and you should have it before you come out there, or you should be chopped.
Okay, so wait. To piggyback off that, man, what do you feel about legendary status? And before you answer that, This is my take. My take is that back in the day, as you know, there was no demon. If you was legend, you knew it. You knew it from whatever you done and however you knew what you did.
I'm gonna even stop you there. It's so sad that this generation, and I'm not going to, call me what you want, old faggot, whatever you want. It is what it is. However, back then, nobody from my generation, I'm not saying we didn't want to be legendary. That was not something that we just gravitated to, like, oh, I'm going to be legendary. First of all, we respected legends like they were royalty, like, wow, that's a legend. I never thought in a million years that I would even be where I'm at in Ballroom. It was fun to me. It was something that I participated in. I went to have fun. I made my name, whatever the case may be. It's like throughout the course of history with Ballroom, it changed. It's like now these kids come out. Their main goal is, and I'm not knocking them for that. Everybody should strive for something. However, it's easier to get it now than back then because no one came out into the scene saying that I want to be legendary. They came to the scene saying I want to have fun.
So do you feel like people now they basically want the
They want it.
They want the status without doing the work that it takes to
They even want this. They want everything. They want to be a mother. They want to be a father. They want legendary status. I'm going to say this like this. I do not particularly care for deeming anybody legend because who am me as one person to deem anybody anything in this world? That's not no, I'm not God. I don't see it.
And I want to make a statement. Sorry, I want to have to cut away. But I want to make a statement on that is that, they have these councils that make people legendary, right? But to me, if you have 10 people on the council and 9 people say, well, okay, man's legend, that one person don't see. Does that mean that you're not because that one person doesn't see? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. There's going to always be somebody that doesn't see who you are or what you contribute.
But can I ask you a question? The only reason why I'm so against it is because it's sad that people's status is getting questioned by their peers. Because we all are peers in the ballroom.
Right.
We all is the ballroom. This is supposed to be our fun. It's supposed to be our fun time. Our getaway as gay people. This is supposed to be our own world, as though we having fun amongst ourselves. However, we still stigmatize and feel like we grander than each other by giving titles out to each other. You know what I mean? And it is, to me, I just think it hurts the ballroom scene. I don't particularly think anybody should just deem anybody. I didn't want to be an icon. Call it what you want. I take very lightly to the old jokes, the old faggot and stuff like that, because I'm going to keep it real. Becoming an icon, really, it stamped me as, oh, he done. That's it. He done did everything he can do in the ballroom scene. And to me, at the time when I was deemed, and at the time when I was deemed icon, I personally did not feel like I was ready for it, because I still feel like I have a lot of energy in the inside. You know what I mean?
That you want to do.
Right. That's, it's just, that's how I feel, and it's sad. Like, you got these younger kids that they have not even been in the ballroom scene. And I'm not taking nothing away from what nobody did, because, they got other people out here that argue, oh, this person did this amount of stuff within they did more than some icons did in 5 years. That's because the ballroom scene it's 20 balls in 1 month.
Right.
So, of course, they're going to, escalate quicker than somebody from our generation, because there wasn't that many balls.
You would have maybe 9-10 balls a year.
Yeah, and it really meant something back then.
Not only that,
I want them to go back to this. I will respect it more if they just stop deeming, and throughout the course of time, you start off as a statement, star, up and coming legend, then you become a legend.
Now, it's funny you said that, because Nye said to me there was people that was up and coming and never even made it legend.
I was up and coming legendary in '99. I've been out damn near almost 10 years by then. Was only up and coming legendary. You serious? So that make me feel like out of all the stuff that I did in Ballroom, and I'm not a performer, you know what I mean? Because then again in Ballroom, they give certain categories more perks than others. Right. I really feel some kind of way against people that always belittle realness. You can call it what you want. Realness is an original category in the ballroom scene. It's just how I feel. It may be boring to certain people. It is what it is. It's a category. It's an original category. Because then somebody like me or some of my peers, fellow ball walkers, participants, or whatever you want to call it, we can look at Vogue Femme and say that's not a real category. That's something that they made up. It is. Because it was called Voguing Like a Film Queen at one time. But I don't disrespect them because it's a fun category. That's a category that all the new kids gravitate to. But I just think the ballroom scene was saturated with, everybody they want something. They want to be a mother, a father, or they want to be a legend.
But the main problem is that I have with ballroom is that no one should. You really should deem yourself by your works.
Thank you. Thank you.
No one should be able to. You didn't have to be told you was a legend.
Just like
you had to. There was a criteria, and I walked balls, but I didn't walk balls that long. But I knew that you had to have a certain amount of wins, and mercy trophies did never count. And you had
What's
to
your definition
beat
of a
somebody.
mercy trophy?
When there was nobody.
Person that walked.
You're the only person that walked, or you didn't walk against anybody that was credible. Like if you was walking face and no real face divas was there, and you got a mercy. Right, but they need to go back to the basics. If you don't have the trophy wins to prove your worthiness of your status, then that's the only time. I don't think someone should be deeming you, and if they don't have more accolades than you do in the scene, and it's,
you said there's a lot of mercy trophy legends that's running around.
It's too many. It's too many. It's too. He means that there was a lot of people
that's been walking a long time, but then they didn't win.
No, it's some people that weren't even walking that are legendary, and because their girlfriends or their sisters made them legendary for nothing, and they're not, and they have this big head. They was not out there when them girls were really legendary. You know, the people that we came to the balls to see, it was like you got called out. They got called out. It was like, oh, bitch, X, Y, Z. Like you didn't. Like I see people come out 2-3 years. Next thing you know, they're on panels. It took a lot for you to be on a panel. It took a lot for you. You just automatically just didn't come out and you're on a panel. You don't open up a new house and you're on a panel. It was just too many legendary people that you had to deal with. Now it's just not enough. And a lot of legends is just going for it. Let the trophy wins show for your craft. If your craft ain't up to par, I don't care if you won all this 1 year or you won 2 years in a row, that don't make you legendary. You still got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of ground to cover. You just don't win 2 years and then you legendary and then you fall off and now you're going to walk in legendary categories. It's stupid. They need to cut it.
Next question. This is a question for everybody. What do you consider good sex?
How do you go from legendary status?
We take it. This is many questions. Man, what do you consider good sex? We know, man. You're known for something that I don't know if you did you name it lambing? Did you name that?
No, actually, somebody that
was lambing you.
Yeah. We all get exposed to new stuff. You know what I mean?
What is lambing? Give your definition of lambing.
Oh my God, we it's basically bumping and grinding.
Okay.
They know what the hell lambing is. Yeah, they know what it is.
It's safe sex, basically.
Yeah, basically for them girls that, you know, have an issue with the rumors of people being sick and stuff like that.
And penetration, period?
Yeah, well, to each his own, you know what I mean?
No, I'm saying, but for people that's not into penetration, it's something.
Right, it is, right, that's one reason why, I'm just being real. This is one reason why I don't particularly get into the whole intercourse thing, because everybody was raised up differently. I always was raised, never do something to somebody that you won't allow them to do to you. Me personally, I'm just being real. Me personally don't like the whole penetration thing, and I don't want to feel like I'm trying to force somebody to do something that you don't want them to do to you. And there's a lot of people in the scene that's so stuck on this role-playing thing. We all men, you know what I mean? Everybody have needs, you know, and that's just something I'm not into, you know.
Ronnie?
I plead the fifth.
She left sucking dick. Nothing wrong with a little bit sucking dick.
And getting fucked.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it, Nathan.
Hank, you know, you have a lot of fans out there, especially when you work Sex Siren.
That's alright.
What do you think? What do you consider good sex? You being a young black gay male, what is your version of good sex?
Oh, wow.
Being to put a Kotex on when she finished.
I cannot with you. Good sex is like, it's pleasing your partner, and you being pleased as well. Like making sure you both good and try new things and be excited and venture. But
when you say venture, what do you mean venture?
Like
eat butt.
To each his own. Eat butt, suck dick, swallow cum. I wouldn't advise it, but you know.
There's other way to word things, though. You mean?
Yeah, you know.
Oral sex.
Oral sex. You guys know.
What's wrong with sucking dick? That's what it is.
Question.
It is.
Oh,
when you say swallow cum, what do you mean by that?
No, because I think like that.
You're stuttering.
No, because that's I guess what people do nowadays. I guess in the younger generation, people just be trying to like suck your dick and suck your cum out your your dick and stuff.
Oh, somebody tried that with you? Tried to swallow your cum?
No, I've had people ask me.
Can they swallow it?
Yeah.
Did you let them swallow it?
They've asked me.
So when you was coming,
Something that's not safe.
Yeah, it's not safe at all. I wouldn't want to put my cum in nobody's mouth and let alone.
But safe sex,
like
safe sex is if you practicing safe sex.
Yeah, I said venture and stuff, but just be safe about it.
Right. And so are you when they sucking your dick? You have a condom on?
You asking me?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it was confusing me. Because if they want to come in, you want to come in their mouth, then you have to take the condom off and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
you made it sound like they were sucking your dick and you wasn't coming in their mouth.
No, I'm telling you what, like people.
You don't wear a condom all the time. Shut up.
You do. You supposed to.
But you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Rakim. Rakim.
Yeah, please do.
Whoever don't whoever don't know, Rakim has a child. Rakim, you've been with males and females. What sex do you feel is better, males or females?
I'm sexually attracted to guys.
Okay, but what about the sex with a female?
I don't know, because ever since I had sex with a guy, that was it. I always had
what made the sex with a guy better than a female?
But you know what, to be honest with you, I'd rather have a relationship with a female because guys is complicated.
What do you mean by that? Wow, that's a good one.
It's just that, everybody wants trust in a relationship, and it's very rare that you're going to you're going to be faithful with a guy. It's like, it's just...
Do you think a guy can love a male the way a woman can love a man?
No.
What about you, man?
I'm sorry?
Do you think a woman can love... a man can love a man the way a woman can love a man?
I think it would be more lush. It would be more... I just think that it... No. Because
Ronnie,
a woman's touch is everything. And I know that because I miss it. Because I remember what it was like when I had a wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big
That's
difference.
a complex question to ask. You know why? Because I don't know if you guys ever heard the statement. How do it go?
You can't please a woman know how to please a woman, and a man know how
not to please a man, right? Basically, you know how you want to be pleased. Another man knows how he want to be pleased. So if you put two men, to each his own. Again, it depends. But I always kind of live by that statement. But I'm kind of feeling Rakim because I always go back to, the homosexual relationships where as though you take female lesbian relationships opposed to gay men. Theirs is mental, ours is kind of based on sex. That's the forefront of men relationship. This is where a lot of issues come from. I'm not saying everybody is like that.
Do you think that's a man's...
First of all, you already know the statement, we think with our dicks. First, period. I don't care who you are, it is what it is. Your asshole, your dick, whatever you want in the mouth.
Where a woman loves with her heart.
But
right.
I kind of beg to differ to a certain degree. And the only reason why is because... to be truthful, everybody has their own experiences. And sometimes, people...
Have you ever slept with a girl?
Yes.
And did you like it?
No.
Did you eat her out?
No.
Did she suck your dick?
Yes.
Did you like it?
No.
Did a boy ever suck your dick?
Yes.
Did you ever eat his butt?
Yes.
Did you like it?
A little bit.
You used to faggot.
Because you know why? Because you know why? Sometimes some people, it's the way they come out. If you come out and the first person or the only person that you mess with is a woman, and then you have something to compare with when you mess with a man. But if you come out messing with the same sex, you have nothing to compare it with. So it depends on, I believe that it depends on how you come out in order to compare it. But for me, love is love. Because when you love somebody, when you genuinely love somebody, whether it's male or female, male to male, female to female, that's exactly how it is. I don't think, it's just like love. Loving your parents is love, but it's a different kind of love, but it's still love. The word love, just like how we categorize realness, the bottom line is realness. The bottom line to this subject right here is love. Like, I can love you as a friend and love you whatever it is that you do. Mm-hmm. And regardless of the fact that if a man is going to be a whore, a woman could be a whore as well, it's just that your
no,
makeup.
but my question, what I'm saying is that, do you feel a woman can love a man? I say
right, but that's what I was saying.
A woman can love everything about a man more than a man can love a man.
Right, exactly.
But that's what I was saying. It depends
because
men. But it depends on how you came out. If somebody never had the experience to be with the other sex, you can't really.
I know what you're saying.
It.
Do you feel like every man should have an experience with a woman?
Me personally,
no,
because then that's you playing with her.
No,
if that's not what you're into, then what's the point of even being with her?
Because, and I'm gonna take.
How you feel about this?
No, wait. Well, hold on.
No, seriously.
Hold on.
This is interesting to me.
I know, but hold on. But let me take it back to what he tried to blow me up and ask me. Did I have sex with a woman? Yes, I did. The thing was, I did it, but I didn't feel that on the inside. I didn't. I knew I liked men, but didn't react.
I'm gonna tell you what
the men thing.
I'm gonna tell you what's so weird with me.
The woman thing was what I thought.
Again, my favorite line, to each his own. I'm weird because I kind of was like just stuck on. Okay, I'm gay. I'm totally open with and I can accept the fact that I'm a gay man. However, the kinky side of me, I honestly do like to see me penetrate a female. So, I like to see it doesn't matter.
So,
but Ronnie, it's not a read. I like to see.
I didn't say it was a read.
I'd rather fuck a girl than a guy. That's just me. Seriously, that's just me.